Okay, so last time, off screen I guess, I leveled up Mucha to level 12, and he learned Wing Attack and tried to learn Roost, but Roost isn't good in-game to me because you can just use items instead. Both take up a turn. Also, apparently, Mucha has like 2 HP missing, so I'm gonna heal. I don't have any plans for today. We're probably just gonna take on Brock and see how far we can go in like half an hour, 40 minutes, maybe. I'm not too worried about Brock because I have a grass type and a fighting type, so there's like no real issues there. I should be okay. This trainer, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. As for things to talk about, I don't have a lot, so I'm gonna wing it because I don't know. I just don't have a lot to talk about, but I'm gonna try. Um, Rock and roll is cool. I don't even know if I want to bother wing it like fucking home claws. Home clawsing? I don't know if that's a word. Using home claws. Because yeah, it has sturdy anyway. My partner and I are playing through Pokemon Coliseum, or we did. We finished yesterday, a day before. Drill I'll lose out. It's not a big deal. That game sucks. Like, it doesn't suck. I had a better time with it than they did. Our run with Coliseum was just bad in general. Because so many trainers in that game use growth strategies, like they just fucking paralyze, attract confusion, which is shit I would do. I would put in a Pokemon game when I was a kid and didn't know what balance was. It was just annoying as hell to have like, you're paralyzed, you're confused, you're attracted, you have like a 25% chance of hitting. It's just like badly designed in my opinion. A lot of it was unfun. There just wasn't, it was just kind of trainer after trainer after trainer with nothing, not much in between. We're gonna do XD next, and I hope that's better. I haven't played XD in years, so I hope that one's better, but yeah. Uh, I, it wasn't a good return to Pokemon. Why is it leader Brock W? Tortuga? I'm actually gonna try to do Home Claws shenanigans here, I guess. I hope that works. Sandstorm, it's not that big of a deal. I like Tortuga. Tortuga? I think it's Tortuga. I think it's named after, I don't know, something. I was gonna say an island, but I don't think that's true. Is one enough? One should be enough. I'll do Karate Chop. I think this has 30, so. That's the worst water gun. That's clearly Bullet Seed, but they made it blue. Is this potion range? I doubt it. This is a potion range. Good. Alright, I don't think, yep, level up, okay. I don't think we're gonna get a level up, but we did. Archen, that's actually, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Archen might actually be trouble, because that thing's flying and both my guys are weak to flying. That could be a problem, but I think I should be good. I'll do Karate Chop. Okay, quick attack, no flying move. At least it didn't do a flying move. In theory, I'm good. As long as it doesn't outspeed me, do a flying attack, and kill me. Okay, it didn't. We're good. I was kind of worried for nothing. This wasn't that bad of a fucking battle. I was very slightly worried. I forgot you get the boulder badge in the cutscene, like after the battle in this fight for no reason. I don't get why, but you did in the original too, so. Yeah, HMs. Sorry about that, had something in my throat. Rock Tomb? I think, unless he changed it to fucking Sandstorm. Sandstorm, so I'm not gonna be able to use that. I'm not gonna use Sandstorm. I don't know why I was like, can something learn Sandstorm? It's like, yeah, but that's useless. I don't think they changed anything in the, they might have. I'll check out the, oh no, 50 Poké Dollars. I don't think there's gonna be a TM or item at all in here. It'd be a nice touch if you showed him a Blitzel and you got something for it. Is this still the Challenger? No, just Spatial. I think it was the Challenger in the original. I could be wrong. Goodness. I thought color TVs were more, like, were a common thing in, like, by almost 1970, but whatever. I think there's an item in here, or am I thinking of Heart Gold Soul Silver? I'm used to Gen 2 more than Gen 1. I hate Gen 2, which I'll get into more later, or if I ever Let's Play a Gen 2 game. I don't think there's an item in here. But I play Gen 2 way more than I play Gen 1, because I played a lot of ROM hacks that changed Gen 2 to make it so I like it more. Whereas Gen 1, I'm okay with I'm okay with Gen 1. Like by default, it's not my favorite or anything. Reminder that Purloin stands up in like Gen 6, and it's freaky as hell to me. It's freaky as hell to like me and I think Jan too, my partner. I don't think there's an item over here. I'm wasting everyone's time. I'm thorough, okay? If you don't give me the running shoes, I forgot what you do give me. I know you give me something. Oh, an experience share. Useless right now, but might be useful later. Wait, is it a... I think it's a Gen 5 style experience share. Is it Gen... It's Gens 1 through 4. Or 1 through 5 experience share, it's a hold item. Some games make it so it's the experience share from Gen 6 and onwards. But at least in Gen 6 and 7 you can turn it off on like a certain garbage generation. Sorry, I'm stretchy. A pedo, that could be a problem. I'm acting like this game is I'm used to Coliseum. In Coliseum, you have to actually think about shit like this. In main games, you don't really have to think about like, this is a P-dove, what if I have to make sure that I outspeed it, but if I don't outspeed it, it could use whatever. Like, you don't have to worry about that in game, usually, in main games. But in Coliseum, it's not fun. It's like, oh, if this thing outspeeds me, it's gonna paralyze and then confuse me. Or like, this thing is just gonna do Sandstorm and double team until I can't hit it and it kills me slowly. And it's not fun. I know the end, like the last 2 fights, made my partner almost rage quit until we used the glitch to have infinite Pokeballs. So we just used a Master Ball on the 2 things there. We just didn't care anymore at that point because it's a team. You go through an Elite 4 level of difficulty for a team, and then at the end you have to catch a pseudo legendary while it's trying to kill you with a good moveset. And if you don't catch it and die, you have to do the whole fight again. It's like awful. And it was like a Metagross. And after that, it was like a Tyranitar, and it's just impossible. And it was like infuriating. If I move up and down by accident, it's because I'm using an analog stick on a Switch Pro controller. And sometimes that just makes me go up and down for no reason. I guess, yeah, okay. I'm thinking of a later route. I'm thinking of the route, to the right of Cerulean. God. Yeah, we almost rage quit Coliseum, but we got through it. I did the final boss. It was still pretty bad. Would not recommend, well, I guess I'd recommend it. I just know that it's awful. It was still like a good game. Also, I know they reused a lot of, I know it's like, it's fine that they reused a lot of models from, Stadium 2. I kind of wish they upped them a little bit. There were so many times they sent out like a Gen 1 or 2 Pokemon, and the model looked awful because it was clearly like an early to mid N64 model in a GameCube game, and all the Gen 3 models were actually like pretty good models for GameCube era. God. I kind of wish they did do like a Coliseum 3 at some point. I know they won't now because the main lines are console games, but it could have been a cool way to differentiate console Pokemon games from handheld ones. I am the type to fight every trainer. I'm gonna try speeding it up. I'm gonna try speeding up some bad, like, MOOC trainers like this. At least the optional ones. I don't know if people are like, you can't speed up that shit up. That's impossible. I'm gonna speed up these two trainers too. They're technically not skippable, but like, you know. I'm using Mucha right now to level it up more instead of Smug Leaf. Honestly, because I assume the next area has rock ground types because it's a cave, and I feel like Mucha's not as good at rock ground types because, you know, only times 2 weak and stuff, and usually rocks are physically defensive. I am gonna grab another egg. It's not gonna be a team member yet, but you can't come back here until after you learn cut, I think. No, Diglett Cave is when you can come back here, and that's a while from now. Is it this building? Yes. I'm not gonna use the team member right now, whatever it is. I'm gonna keep it with me, but basically I want to do team member. I might want to do team member after Cerulean, or whatever, after Misty, and you can't come back to Pewter to get an egg until then. Speed up this fight because it's optional. I sped up. The shorts are easy to comfy to wear, kid. Shorts are easy, comfy to wear. That's what he says. That's what he says, Jira. Okay, this guy's not optional, so I'll fight him. Well, I'm gonna fight him anyway, but I'll speed him up. I don't know when we're gonna do XD. Coliseum kind of burnt us out. Coliseum was a bad game to come back with. It wasn't really my comeback. I alluded to this in the first episode, but I guess I'll get more into it without trying to be too mean. Pokemon was kind of my life. Like, I have like a list of all the teams that I used at one point, like an image of them with like the name of the game and the month and year that I played the game. And it's just weird seeing like the 2017 one was like 6 Pokemon ROM hacks between like January and February 2017, and it was like kind of insane. Pursuit. Home Claws Baton Pass is really good. I don't need Baton Pass. I'll go with Pursuit. Yeah, I did like 4 or 5, 6 maybe Pokemon games in that time because I just played them constantly. And it's like surprising how many Pokemon games you can do with speed up, like super fast. Let's see what wild Pokemon are here. Not that it matters, I'm not gonna use wild Pokemon. Fucking, oh, you're an optional trainer, I'll speed you up. Also, I like, Eek, did you touch me when she saw me and then walked up to me. But then, like, the second Gen 8 came out, like the millisecond Gen 8 came out, that shit dropped to like 0. Like, I played through Sword and Shield, and it wasn't, like, I was just so empty that entire time. I forget, are you a trainer? Not, obviously not you. Are you a trainer? No. 1 second, I have a Discord. I've returned. Yeah, it wasn't that, like, I don't know how to word this. Sword and Shield aren't, like, unplayable, obviously. They're not, it's not, like, infuriating. It kind of is. It's not that, like, it's broken, or that it's, like, you can't play it. But that's the nicest thing I can say. I just hate it so much, like, the entire time. I was, like, an empty person. I know that's overly dramatic, but I just was like expressionless with like nothing. Is like the frame rate weird here? I feel like it's not, but it might be, and I'm stupid. Do you still get? I know you don't give a magic art. Basculin. I'll buy it just for completionist sake. I'm not using it though. I'm putting that shit in the box. But yeah, just after. Towards the end of the run, I realized that I was just playing through it so I could finish it. Like, towards the end, it went from like, Pokemon's usually like, yeah, I'll play Pokemon, to like, do I really have to? I just felt obligated to beat it, and I hate it. That I felt obligated. I've never had a... Because I don't like Gen 7, but I still beat it without feeling obligated to beat it. Like, I beat it from my own free will, basically. And not because I felt obligated. Leaf Tornado is better than Divine Whip. I just had to think about Smugly's physical versus its special attack. I think they're the same. Bullet Seed. Is this broken Bullet Seed? Or is this bad Bullet Seed? I'm gonna guess broken Bullet Seed. Broken Bullet Seed. That's tough. I'll give it that, yeah. Tackle's not good. I'll give it that as options. I'm probably never gonna use Tackle again. Optional trainer, so I'll do this. But yeah, after that, after I beat Sword and Shield, I don't want to get too much into me hating it. I'll do Bullet Seed. I don't want to get too much into hating it, because I don't want to be too negative, like I said in the last video about it. But I will take pot shots at it. You best believe it. I'll take pot shots at it when I can. After that, I felt destroyed, and I felt like it's one of those things where like, does Pokemon suck? And I was worried because right after, a little bit after, I played through, I think it was Emerald, might have been Platinum. Optional trainer cell. I think it might have been Platinum. I played through it and I didn't enjoy it as much as I used to. And I kind of realized that Sword and Shield showed me that Pokemon's not that good for a while. And then I took like a year or two off. I didn't play a Pokemon game for 2018 or like most of 2019. And then I played Pokemon Gaia and I really enjoyed it. I don't know, I just enjoyed it. That's a ROM hack for the GBA. I think it's a Fire Red, it might be a Emerald. Either way. I should switch to... Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Hawlucha. This isn't gonna go well. It's a Vic Grip. So I didn't for the longest time play another Pokemon game because I just didn't like Sword and Shield that much. And then I played, like recently... Oh, Quick Claw. Not super useful because Hawlucha is and Sneeve are already pretty fast. I should have named the Smugleaf Sneeve, but it's whatever. Okay, so a lot more bug types and steel types than I expected. What was I gonna say? Yeah, recently, this is not worth doing. I'm gonna go to heal. If I can get into a fight without issues. This is the worst fight. Oh my fucking god. I should buy repels. Oh my fucking god. I can't go 2 steps without a wild Pokemon. God, until semi-recently, I just was like dead on Pokemon. In terms of wanting to play it. And then I played Gaia. And I realized that like, it's really good. And I like Pokemon, it's just that like Gen 8 showed me the flaws with mainline Pokemon that I didn't see before. And then I played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, like the remake, a few months ago, and I really enjoyed it, and that got me into Pokemon mood. So I'm back into Pokemon, and then immediately played Coliseum with my partner, and that went poorly. And then I started Sword and Shield because people were like, you're too mean to it, you should give it a second chance. And so I did, and I hated it even more the second time. I really did. Like, I'm early on still. I'm not even I'm barely at the first gym. Another fucking new move. This thing's getting new moves every 5 seconds. There's no way Twister's good, right? Like, there's no way Twister... It only beats Dragon. Fairies are immune to it. And I'm pretty sure something's gonna get a flinch move at some point that's better. I'm cool with this. Let's go Bullet Seed. Yeah. I don't know. Just at Gym 1, I felt so empty. Again, it's just a life-sucking experience for me. It's like a vampire is sucking all the energy out of me. It's awful. And then I played through. I'm trying to remember. I started Black 2x2 and loved it because Black 2x2 are fucking peak Pokemon to me. And I realized as long as I never play Sword and Shield ever again, I'll love Pokemon. As long as I never touch those games ever again, I'll be happy. And so, I'm just never gonna play them again. Maybe if I ever get like a capture card, I can Let's Play it at some point, but I doubt it. And then Scarlet and Violet, I haven't touched. I've heard horrible things. I've heard it's an okay game stuck in a horrible shell of like glitches, ugliness, and oh, I guess it did have a level up enough. Servine is like the middle forms of all the starters are hideous for the most part. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, as long as I stay away from Sword and Shield, I'll be a happy person who likes Pokemon. I like Servine's stubby little leaf arms. Like they're very little and stubby. It's great. I have a Servine like figurine, and it just doesn't stand up. Like its feet are little like triangles or whatever. Or pretty much little triangles. I'm just gonna use a potion. I don't feel like walking to a Pokemon Center. And it just can't stand up and it falls over. And I kinda hate it. I like Servine. I just hate the fucking figurine. But yeah, I'm trying to remember what I was, yeah. I'm staying away from Sword and Shield. I heard Scarlet and Violet are better, but they're ugly and glitchy. It's just at the core, it's an actual game instead of an empty experience. I'm still never gonna play Scarlet and Violet unless someone gifts it to me. I am not paying. My thing is, I'm okay with playing Scarlet and Violet. I'm not okay with paying for Scarlet and Violet because fucking Nintendo games in general never go down in price, and when they do, they're like $10. Oh my! I said yeah. I said no the first time, guys. I said no the first time. I just don't like. I don't like the Pokemon shit. Nintendo shit. I keep saying Pokemon shit, but it's all Nintendo. Never goes on sale, and when it does, it's like $10 off. Whereas when like Sony or Xbox or Steam or anyone does a sale, like you can get God of War right now, like the 2018 one. I think it's constantly on sale for like $5 on digital, and it's like 8 to 10 physical. For like a AAA game made by, or published by at least by, the main, a main 3 company. But Nintendo shit is like, Breath of the Wild $60 still, sometimes on sale for $40. That shit came out 6 years ago, 5 years ago, 18, 19, 20, 22, 6 years ago. And it's still fucking full price, and I think that's awful. This is technically an optional trainer. My issue is that with the optional trainer thing is if I didn't speed up the optional trainers like I'm doing, we'd be like 28 to 30 minutes in instead of 23. Is this a good TM? Power Punch. It's supposed to be Power Up Punch, but whatever. That's better than Karate Chop, right? I think. It's 40 power versus 50, and your attack increases every time you use it. Yeah, I'm gonna use Power Up Punch. Because 50. Ooh, high critical hit ratio. I didn't know about that. Let me check something real quick. I think on average an attack gain is better. There's a free move relearner later on. If I regret it. If I regret it, I can go back and change what I did. Okay. I just wish Nintendo shit went on sale more often. In general. Like, there's so many Nintendo games that I want to try but don't want to pay $60 for. Mainly like Kirby games. God. And some of their other stuff in general. My brain's dead, so I can't think of any off the top of my head. There's like a lot of them. Mario spin-offs. Like, I don't want to pay $60 for a Mario spin-off. Zelda in general, I feel like I would try more Zelda games if they weren't so expensive. Because I didn't think I'd like God of War 2018. But it was like $3. And I'm like, you know what, why not? I'll try it. And because I tried it, I ended up liking it. And I tried something I wouldn't have tried otherwise. And because of that, I almost bought God of War Ragnarok at full price. I didn't, but I almost did. It's just one of those things where, like, I understand paying, like, they're worth 60. It's just that it's hard to buy games when they're all 60. If games are cheaper, you can play more games, try more things, take more chances. I've been taking more chances lately. Back when I was with my parents and it was like awful. Hold on, my throat's dead. Okay, we're good. Um, Back when I was with my parents in an awful situation, and I got games like once every fucking 30 years type shit. I could try less, so I closeted myself from other genres. It was just like the two genres I liked. But ever since I've been with my partner and moved away, we can get a game every once in a while, and I can buy more cheap games because we have a PlayStation 5, and games are like $5 on there a lot of the time. Did I get the hidden item in the room with the Team Rocket grunt? I don't think I did. But I think it's just like a star piece, so it's not like a TM or anything. Oh my god. Aerial ace it. Aerial ace it. I just wish Nintendo did more sale. It was more on sale and stuff. Oh, are you, I almost went back to heal, and I'm thankful I didn't. Hoorah. Heal me? Yes, okay, good. Yeah, I hope Nintendo does more sale things, because when they did, like, the Nintendo Selects thing, where the games are, like, 20 bucks, or whatever, for, like, a full price thing, I like that, and I kind of wish they still did that, but they don't, because they know people will pay any amount of money for Nintendo games. I'm getting into bad habits. I'm speeding up, like, 75% of this, and I shouldn't be. It's just how I am. Like, when I play Pokemon Max, I play the entire game like this, like, almost the entire game. And I need to get better about it. My throat's been awful lately. But yeah, I just miss, like, Nintendo Selects. And I feel like they don't do it because they realize that they could charge, like, $100 for games that people would still probably pay for it. Like, I know when Tears of the Kingdom was announced to be, like, 70, I saw comments that were like, I would pay 80 or 90 for it, and it's like, it's a good game, from what I could tell. I haven't played it, so I don't have personal opinions. I don't like that genre of game much. Oh, forest battle, so I can't speed this up. It's not my thing, so I haven't played it. But, like, I get that game companies need to make money, but on a game that's like nearly over half a decade old, I think you can, like, charge 15, 20 bucks for it. I think Nintendo would be better off if, like, Mario Odyssey is like 5 or 6 years old, if that game was like $7. Or something. Leech Seed, another new move. He's learned so many new moves lately. I like Leech Seed. Leaf Tornado is helpful with, like, stuff like Intimidate. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna learn Leech Seed. I like Leech Seed. I love health draining things in any game I play. But, so I like vampires in Magic. And vampires in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Punk, were like gaining life and stealing it back in Yu-Gi-Oh! But, I feel like Nintendo would be better off if they did what the other two do, and make it so games are cheap when they're old. Like, Mario Odyssey should not be $60. It should be like 20, 10 or 20. Breath of the Wild should be like God of War 2018, or the Uncharted games where they're $5 or less. Oh, I'm speeding this up. I feel like it would just benefit the consumer, and it would get more people to try more of their series. I can guarantee, like, there is stuff like Fire Emblem, where I know plenty of people who are like, I kind of want to try Fire Emblem, but I don't want to pay 60 for a game that I might hate. And if like the oldest Fire Emblem on Switch was like 15 bucks instead of like 60 right now, like, I feel like more people would try it and more people would get into the series. Not me, because I don't like tactical RPGs, but other people. I'm still kind of closeted in terms of genres. It's expanded a little bit. I'm just not into a lot of specific genres. I'm not huge into open world games. I'm not huge into RPGs outside of Pokemon and like a few others. I'm not into tactical RPGs at all. I don't like that genre. But I don't want to get into genres I hate and stray too far from the point. I don't know, I just wish games were cheaper. At least on the Switch side. Or Nintendo side, I guess. Because right now, I don't like the Switch. I don't think the Switch is that good of a console. But I feel like if the games were cheaper and I could try more things, because price also dictates how much I enjoy a game sometimes. Sonic Forces is a good example. People fucking hate that game. Like, out of all the hot gaming takes I have, I think me liking Sonic Forces more than Frontiers is like a big one. Cover is Tortuga, right? I'll go with cover. I've only used Tortuga once, and I've used like Archon like 5 times. But I admit that part of the reason that I like Sonic Forces might be because I paid $5 for it. But because it was like cheap, I didn't feel cheated. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I enjoyed it because it cost me less. And that if I did pay $60 for it, I would have disliked it. But I didn't mind it and actually kind of liked it because I didn't pay a lot for it. I'm at least going to get this rolling before we stop. I don't know. I just feel like that. And I feel like the same would be the case for a lot of Switch games that I think look mediocre. The text speed is fast, right? Yeah. Well. What do you teach, or what do you give a TM for? Bulk up. It's infinite, right? Bulk up's better than Home Claws. I think Bulk up's better than Home Claws. I don't think many Pokemon are gonna do like fucking double team shenanigans here. Oh. An Okaberry? I just feel like game prices should be lowered. Partially because, like, I know there's a lot of people that, I don't know. Like I said, a lot of mid games become better if you pay less for them. I think that's why I like Sonic fucking Forces. And why I don't like Sonic Frontiers, because I think we paid full price, or close to full price. We paid like 30 or 40 instead of 60. And I enjoyed Sonic Frontiers a lot less. Is there any items in here, in this grass? No, okay. Ducklet has like a stare that transcends time. It's just like a deep stare, man. Just like... Just this fucking face, man. Hold on. It's just that fucking face, man. It's just... It's pretty fucking good. I love Ducklet's face. Reminder that like in Gen 5 it only got flying and water moves by level up. And it's just like... Had a shit move pool? Wait, what? Oh, this has always been there. I don't know why I was confused. Is it always that bridge? I don't know. I feel like I'm an idiot, but... So we're in Cerulean, which is cool. Is there still an in-game trade in here? I'll explore Cerulean a little bit. I'm not a Cottony for a Frillish. No thanks. I kind of want to save it for next time, like exploring. So I guess I will. We're like 35 minutes in. That's good. I got everything I wanted to do. So I guess next episode, we're going to explore the city. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do Misty first or Nugget Bridge first. One of the two. And hopefully we'll be good. Maybe get a new team member if we feel like it. See you guys next time.